All right, and 365 days of horsemanship. I guess day 194 and 195. So I am kind of skipping a few days for Horsemanship Showcase. I wasn't sure how to manage that, but I figured that instead of doing like a load of retrospective videos, we would just kind of carry on from where we were, and I think I will write a longer post about Showcase and how it was and what I learned and everything, because honestly, like, I don't even know how I would vlog that, you know, retrospectively. There's just so much to talk about. It's been so amazing, honestly. I was on setup on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and then Saturday and Sunday was Showcase. Monday, I literally didn't get out of bed all day, and Tuesday I came up in the evening, which was yesterday, to see the horses, and it was really nice to be back. It's been really nice to sort of slide back into things. It has definitely like taken a little bit of time to kind of like get myself like mentally back in the place I need to be in. It's been such an incredible weekend. Like, it just really honestly felt such a huge event. Like, everyone just had the most amazing time, and like, it's grown so much, and just was so inspiring. Like, I just had so many like exciting thoughts and ideas about like where I want to go next and where I am now and how I'm going to get there and what I want to do, and so many amazing conversations with people, and I just really was excited to kind of come back. Yeah, yesterday I came up, and actually both days I've really just spent time, and that's felt really nice too, is like not to get on top of myself or to have that like productivity pressure, and just really like soft re-entry, like let's just reconnect and spend some time together. It's definitely been colder, which has been challenging in the night time. Yesterday I just came up in the dark because I was busy all day studying, and today I was at work all day, and today I did my barefoot journey, and yeah, that was challenging because it's much colder, and just generally, like, you know, it's harder to stay out for all of that time when it's really cold, but ultimately, you know, when I go to visit Elsa in February, it's going to be really cold then, so I kind of need to get used to it too, and I'm okay with that. That's okay. Yeah, so I came up yesterday, and I came to Lawrence, and we did a lot of scratching yesterday. It wasn't actually too cold yesterday when I came, and I was actually able to take his rug off and give him a good scratch and a bit of a massage all over. Yeah, and I went to see Mia. She was actually lying down when I arrived, and then she got up because there was a lot of commotion when I arrived. Not like sort of running around, but just I think there was too much movement going on for her to stay asleep. And yeah, just really reconnected, I think, with both of them. I definitely am in a place in my life where I've recognized that recently I've not been doing as much flow, I think, as I could be. With Mia, I feel like things are going quite well. I feel like Mia is much more receptive to dominant leadership. I feel like she also just generally feels emotionally safer now than she did before. I feel like my softer general approach and my lack of negative emotions around her and frustration around her, I mean, I just really like never really feel frustrated with her now. I think that's made such a positive impact that things just feel like they're going really well between us. With Lawrence, I feel like I've been pushing a lot. And I do feel like I've been pushing them both a lot, but I feel like with Mia, it's not it hasn't had such a negative effect. Whereas with Lawrence, I feel like I still feel like I'm trying to make him do things or be things, instead of accepting him for who he is and working with that. And I think like the line between those two concepts can be quite grey. And yeah, today I felt good about it, better about it than I had yesterday. I felt good both days. Yesterday I came in, mostly we just did scratches, and then a little bit of flow at the end, but I didn't really last too long because I kind of like didn't have much left in the tank to give, and that's okay. Like, I'm really not getting on top of myself about that I'm having these kind of short sessions yesterday and today. I think that's totally okay. Like, I'm just really kind of getting back into it, after, you know, like such a hectic week away and so much to process, and so that's fine. But yeah, today with Lawrence was definitely better. I came up and he was like sleeping standing up. We had a little bit of a scratch around his face and his ears, and I definitely am really trying hard to listen, to talk less and listen more to both of them, with Lawrence particularly, where I'm just trying, instead of like making all these decisions all the time, just really trying to listen to him and to watch him and to see and to like really decide, like based on what I've actually seen, what I'm gonna do, instead of like making all these decisions all the time. But again, like that balance of how long to do that for and how long to stay in a certain place for, how long is too long, like, excuse me, when do I then say like, oh, I've been in flow with you for this long, so now I'm going to make a new decision. Yeah, I think it's just, I feel like there's a bit of a gear shift where I'm just trying to find different things, but I think it's too early really to tell. I think I just need to play with that concept for a few more days. I'm hoping tomorrow or the day after I'll have a bit more time up here and I'll be here in the light, because I really would like to start working on a little bit of fitness with him and sandwich that into our sessions, much like with Mia, but with Lawrence it's going to be a much thicker bread with a much smaller filling. It's going to be a lot more of the freedom-based stuff, and a very small amount in the middle of more dominant play, and then back to a load of freedom-based stuff again, like a long freedom-based sort of setup and then a long freedom-based kind of warm down, mental warm down. So I think I just need to introduce that and see how that is over the next few days, and just try really hard to work on my listening, and yeah, see how it goes. I think just see how it goes with Mia. I used to have plats, and then we need to get into the arena, I guess. Well, we don't need to get into the arena, we need to get back onto our fitness stuff, and yeah, that seems to be going quite well. So to be honest, I'm just going to continue going with that. I definitely feel like our relationship is still growing, and I think until I find more problems, I'm just going to keep going as I am. I think things are working quite well, and so I'm just going to keep playing around with that. I think I would like to put more of a focus on mounting over the next few days, or the next sort of few weeks, because I bought a new saddle pad at Horsemanship Showcase, and it really just made me feel motivated that actually, even though I'm maybe not going to be ready for the saddle for a while, actually what we will be ready for and what would be good for us is to start working in walk on her back, but she's just not ready for me to mount her. I think there's this real like uncomfortableness, lack of trust, whatever going on, and so I really would like to build preparation for mounting and that discussion into every conversation each session that we're having, and I think I need to build into each session with Lawrence some work around picking the feet up for the farrier, because that's really important for him. So yeah, so those are kind of the goals going forward. Looking forward to putting some time into that throughout the next few weeks, and yeah, seeing how we go.